So today I am going to discuss one of the very important topics of the partial discharge. In the last video, I have discussed about the what is the definition of the partial discharge, a standard definition and a normal definition that I have discussed in this video. In the next video, I have discussed what is the unit of partial discharge because most of the students have not idea about the unit of the partial discharge that I have discussed in this video. And after that, I have discussed about what are the types of partial discharge and what are the mitigation process of the partial discharge, about the surface internal corona discharge that I have these three are the very important types of the partial discharge that is normally occurred and normally occurred in the insulation of the high voltage equipments. And after that, I have discussed what is the standard of for a partial discharge test, that is the according to the IEC 6027 IEEE. This four I have discussed. And after that, today I am going to discuss about the what is the causes of the partial discharge. That is one of the very important topics of the partial discharge. The partial discharge can be caused by the various factors related to the insulation and electrical stresses present in the high voltage equipment. Some common causes of the partial discharge include: first one, that is the insulation effect; second one, aging and the deterioration; C, over voltage and the electrical stresses; contamination, mechanical stresses; and the design and installation issues. The word itself shows that insulation defect. Yes or no? The word itself, the insulation defects. Yes or no? So, manufacturing defects or imperfections in the insulation material can create can create weak point that are susceptible to the partial discharge. These defects can include voids, air pockets, impurities, or the poor insulation qualities. Over time, these defects can worsen and lead to more frequent and severe partial discharge event. Second one, the aging and the deterioration. From the word itself, we can say and we can find what are the causes of the partial discharge. The word itself, the aging and the deterioration. Insulation material can degrade and deteriorate over time due to the factors such as the thermal stress, moisture, chemical exposure, electrical aging. As the insulation ages, its dielectric properties can weaken, make it more prone to the partial discharge. Third one, over voltage and the electrical stresses. Yes or no? To high electric field strength caused by the over voltages, voltage surges, or electrical transients can exceed the insulation breakdown strength and trigger partial discharge. These voltages can result from the lightning strokes, switching operations, and or the other system faults. Uh, Fourth one is the contamination. Yes or no? The contamination, the presence of the contaminants such as moisture, dust, oil, or conducting particles on or within the insulation can enhance particle discharge activity. Contaminants provide the conductive path or can cause localized increases in the electric field strength, leading to the uh, partial discharge initiation. Fifth one is the mechanical stresses. Mechanical stresses such as vibrations, mechanical impacts uh, can cause the insulation movement, cracking, or the separation. These mechanical stresses can create or worsen insulation defects, increasing in the likelihood of the partial discharge. Uh, and also the design and the installation issues of the electrical equipments, like inadequate design, improper installation, or the or poor workmanship can lead to the electrical stress. Concentrations, improper clearances, or improper insulation materials This design or the installation issues can contribute to the partial discharge occurrence. Understanding these causes of the partial discharge is crucial for the preventing and maintaining its effects. Regular maintenance, proper design and installation practices, insulation condition monitoring and the timely repairs are the important to minimize the occurrence and the impact of the partial discharge in the high voltage electrical systems. So this is the sum of the causes of the partial discharge